All right, here we are. Today we're going to take care of these U-bolts. Cutter and safety glasses. All right, should be 4 simple cuts. Now, if you wanted to, you could try to take these bolts off, but frankly, if you could get these bolts off, you probably wouldn't even need to be replacing these. All right, in my case, I only got 3 cuts on this one because this one's already snapped off. So here we go. Now you can hear that pop and how much pressure is on those bad boys. So there goes one. I got one on each side undone. And you can see that that's pretty much loose enough now. Since the other side was already broken, to come right off of there. There's one down. All right, there's that side. I got one more side to do. All right, I got that second one off of there. Pretty simple little cuts. Now what we're gonna want to do is smack these down, but as you can see, I got a brake line in the way. Put a little something right here and use that. Smack those bottom plates off of there. You can see what that big mess looks like. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is just wire brush just this area at first, just where I'm going to cover it up, and then I will do a nice, pretty clean-up job at the very end. Probably not even on video. I'll just show you the results. You don't need to see that. I'm probably going to start with one of these. And just go on your drill. A lot easier than a wire brush. And away we go. Anyway, all right, I got that cleaned up. That was a combination of wire brush, hammer, chisel, and the drill with the wire brush on it. Get it at least that clean. I'm gonna hit that with a little coat of protective paint just in the area that I'm about to work. And eventually I'm gonna clean this whole axle up really nice. But for now, I just wanna protect the area that will soon be covered. All right, got light little protective coat here where I'm gonna do the work. Now, you got your top plate, looks like that. I clean this one up somewhat, and that's just gonna sit right there on the top of that little bolt up there. Here is a nice set of, I'll call them new U-bolts. They were temporarily used just to move a truck around in the yard, strap an axle to it. They weren't torqued down, from what I understand. You don't really want to go used with this stuff because these get torqued to 150 foot-pounds on this particular vehicle, and it's stretched to torque. So, well, one and done. So either buy these new or get them from my friend Mike Morin. All right, there we go. And there we are. Yeah. Nice. I have my bottom plate on, and what I've done is snug these up. Now when you're snugging these up, what you want to do is make sure that when they're all about the same snugness, that you have the same amount of thread sticking out. You can see I got about 2 9/16, 2 9/16, 2 9/16, 2 9/16. All right, and that's just to make sure that this plate's not rocked one way or the other. If you notice you got a really long bunch of threads here and short here, then you know you're rocked. So make sure when these are about the same snugness that you have the same amount of thread sticking out. Now, you'll also notice that I have a ton of thread sticking out, and I'm not going to be able to get a deep well socket on there. As you can see, deep well socket's not going to go all the way up, so I'm going to need to cut those. Here's the originals. You can see how short those really were. All right, so I'm going to cut those off, you know, about the same. I'll probably measure off a little chunk and just cut them down. You want to leave some thread there. Don't cut them too close, and we'll do that now. Oh, the OCD is strong in this one. Let's get at it. Now that I got my marks, before I go melting this tape on there, yank it off. You don't need to get this OCD with it. This is just me. Alright, rinse and repeat. And the good news is this is not a gas vehicle, so I don't worry about sparks igniting anything. Alright, there we go. They're all cut off. Now I can torque them down. Alright, you're going to want your Big Daddy torque wrench for this one, because these are going to go to 150. I'm going to start them off at 30, do 30, 60, 90, buck 20, buck 50. Won't make you watch the whole thing, but you want to do a crisscross pattern. There's 30. 30. 30. And 30. I'm going to bring it up to 60. So on and so forth until we get to 150. Oh, there goes one at 150. There's two at 150. There's three. And there's four. We're at 150. Now, I just got to do it all over again. Now this video just wouldn't feel complete if I didn't show you both sides done now, would it? So there you go. Brand new U-bolts. Alright, so technically you're done, but not really. After you do this, you're going to want to go take it for a ride. Bounce it around for, say, 20 miles. Come back and re-torque your bolts. Just make sure everything's good to go. I'll tell you, that last 150 foot-pounds there, that put a little something on me. Got a little sweat going now. So, hey, that's about it. That's how we're going to do the U-bolts on one of these. Really, like I said, it's a pretty elementary job. The only tip I might have given you is the foot-pounds required on an M1028, and that you do want to take it for a drive, come back, and re-torque your bolts. So I am not even going to climb out from under this thing. I'm moving right on to the next job, so you can expect another video very soon. We're going to take care of that gear oil inside the differential front and rear, and I got another video lined up all in the same day. I'm going to record these and just get some work done. So you should have a couple videos coming your way. Appreciate you watching this one, and I will see you very shortly.